Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it is Saturday, October 27th in Pokemon GO, and I guess life. And today is going to be what I'm hoping to be Giratina Raid Battle Day. So, I haven't had a chance to fight Giratina just yet. It came out, I believe, was it Monday or Tuesday of this week? Anyway, as you might be aware, I am currently taking a 3D modeling animation course. I've mentioned it many times. That keeps me busy during the day. We're done at 5 o'clock each day, and the raid battles tend to stop at 6-ish, 6:30 or so, so I haven't had a chance to battle it just yet. But in about a half hour, we do have one hatching. I don't know how many people we have out and about to do any raids today, but I'm going to pop down there, see if we have a chance to take it down, and maybe add the Renegade Pokemon of Gen 4 to our little collection here in Pokemon GO. Now, let's talk a little bit more about what's going on here as far as my own progress goes. Some new Pokemon from this current Halloween update. I do have Dorothy, of course. We have her at 407 candy. I am ready to evolve her. But I'm thinking with the Gen 4 update, I want to start building up Pokemon that are ready for evolution and wait and win a gym battle or a raid battle with them. So we're going to hold off on that. I don't know, if luck holds out, we might be able to get that accomplished today. We also added a Stunky. We've named him after, of course, the famous Looney Tunes character, Pepe Le Pew. His stats are really strong, maximum defense. Very cool. Which is really good because a dark and poison type like this, or rather, sorry, poison dark type technically, has only one weakness being ground. Everything else is either neutral or resisted. So nice defense stat wouldn't be too bad for a Pokemon like that. You know what, while we're here, let's add a shiny Houndour to the collection. It's been forever since I've seen a shiny Houndour, and I mean a shiny Pokemon in general, but I'm thinking, I'm not that hung up on the shinies anymore. They're supposed to be rare to find. I've already found a whole bunch of them. I'm not talking just Community Day Pokemon, just in general. Shinies I've gotten a pretty decent amount of, so like, if it happens, it happens. If I find another one, I will take it, of course, as long as I can make the catch. If I don't get one, life goes on. Anyway, stat-wise, you have room for being transferred, which we will do. But I do want to point out something. You might have noticed something in my little item bag. The hashtag Pinup Crisis 2018 seems to be done. I have gotten back to 100 Pinup berries. They have been showing up a little bit more frequently out of Pokestops and gifts, so it probably was just a massive streak of bad luck that I had to suffer through. But things are looking up as far as my progress and my position here in Pokemon GO for the time being. Now let's also talk about some news, because some new things have been mentioned, and what we're so far behind in the news here. Let's take a look at, well, let's go back here. Start off with November Community Day. They have announced it will be Cyndaquil as expected. What are the features here? It's going to be on November 10th, which is, I believe, yep, Saturday, November 10th. Cyndaquil will appear more frequently in the wild. Lure modules will be 3 hours. Evolve a Quilava to Typhlosion during the event, and up to 1 hour past the event to get, it's probably going to be Blast Burn. They haven't said it, but you know that's going to be the starter Elemental Hyper Beam type exclusive attack that they've always gotten since Gen 3, I think, and onward. Bonuses. Ooh, look at this. Double the catch experience. Doesn't really affect me that much, I'm level 40, but double the catch Stardust. That's a day to use your star pieces as well. That's going to be an extra 3 times the Stardust, I believe, using a star piece as well as the ×2 Stardust. Alright, but what else is there to talk about? I guess this. You're probably already well aware of this because I am such a slacker when it comes to the news updates, but y'all know about this Meltan thing they've been talking about. We first saw it on Chikorita Community Day about a month ago, I guess. And no one knew what it was about, but the 2 professors, there's been a series of videos on YouTube letting us know about Meltan. We now know it can evolve. The first mythical Pokemon ever to have an evolution, which is actually pretty big news. Professor Willow and Kanto Region Professor Oak made a new discovery about Meltan. According to their research, it can evolve. Of all mythical Pokemon thus far, Meltan appears to be the first to evolve. Ancient texts show that its evolution is called Melmetal. It's actually Melmetal. I think Melmetal sounds kind of cool, but I'll go with the actual pronunciation. Be sure to check out Professor Willow and Professor Oaks' latest research on Meltan's biology here at that link. I'm not going to click that because you guys can check it out yourself, but this gives us the information we need. So, Meltan can become Melmetal. Very cool. Some people have pointed out that technically Fione and Manaphy are the first mythical Pokemon to have evolutions. You could say that, but we still don't know how Fione evolves into Manaphy. We've never seen it happen. We've never been able to do it. There must be some item that has not yet been discovered in the world of Pokemon to cause that evolution. But Manaphy, if it does breed with a Ditto, does not hatch a baby Manaphy, it hatches Fione. So that is technically its pre-evolution. Alright, what else is in the news? Well, this is kind of interesting. Do you folks remember this summer we had Zapdos Day, Articuno Day, and Moltres Day? They could be the shiny Pokemon. You had 3 hours that the gyms everywhere had that Pokemon as the raid boss. Same thing is coming up in November, on November 3rd for Gengar. So, Gengar will be available in raid battles for 3 hours. Take a look at the details. It's going to be Saturday, November 3rd, which is 1 week from now. You know I'm recording for that. Oh, let's see here. Features. Gengar will be featured in raid battles. Get up to 5 raid passes for free from nearby gyms at no cost. So once you've used one, spin a gym, get your second one. If you're lucky, you may encounter shiny Gengar, which does not look different than a regular Gengar, at least not that much. But once they finally bring Mega Evolutions into the mix, shiny Mega Gengar looks quite different. It's basically like a giant Boo from Super Mario Brothers. So, that's pretty interesting. They have announced, I don't know, I think it's going to have an exclusive charged move. I heard someone saying Psychic, but I don't know that for sure. But I've seen on Instagram, Pokemon Master Holly has revealed that instead of Shadow Claw, which currently is Gengar's best fast move, it's going to have Lick, exclusive Lick attack for the fast attack. That is, I guess, the damage per second DPS output. Lick is the best move that Gengar can have. It does hit pretty fast, and you can dodge really well when you're using that as well. Alright, couple more news updates. We're going to save that top one for the last, because that is the biggest news. Well, Gengar is kind of big. But check this out. New Adventure Sync keeps track of all your journeys. Exploring with Pokemon GO has never been easier with a new feature coming soon. Adventure Sync is a mode that can record your walking distances even when Pokemon GO is idle, working in the background to tally your distance, earn buddy candy, and hatch eggs. Currently, the only way to really build up your walking distance for your eggs and your candies is to have the game open as you're walking. But I think that also counts if you're using the Pokemon GO Plus. But anyway, this here, Adventure Sync says you can have the game in idle mode, turn off the phone, well, not turn off, but sleep mode the phone, put it in your pocket. It's still going to count, apparently. Track your kilometers even when it's idle. Push notifications alert when your buddy Pokemon has earned a candy or an egg is ready to hatch. I guess you when it actually make the hatch happen, which is good because I would rather record those. And check in on a weekly summary of your progress. So let's get motivated and go. Stay safe and happy exploring. I've heard this is also going to connect with these various apps, I think. I forget what they're called exactly, but there's like a Google Fitness app, I think, something like that. And for iPhone, there's something as well. And it's kind of cool. You'll be able to connect the two walking apps together. Alright, this is it. Check this out. With October coming to a close very soon, later on this week of course, breakthrough field research task with Shedinja for November. A peculiar bug and ghost type Pokemon leads field research in November, Shedinja. Remember, if you haven't yet caught legendary Suicune, do that research breakthrough this week to get that Suicune before you run out of time. And the details starting on November 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific. Now, take note, if you're looking for Shedinja, do not claim your breakthrough box until the time is right. Many people in the past have seen when Entei is switching to Raikou, they're going to claim that box as soon as that new day begins at midnight and get the Raikou. It was still Entei because the time had not been reached just yet. So take note of the time before claiming that box. Take on field research encountering bug-type Pokemon. If you're lucky, you could get shiny Caterpie. That's kind of cool. Another shiny. I know it's just a Caterpie, but a new shiny is very cool. Bonuses. Achieve a research breakthrough to earn an encounter with the bug and ghost-type Pokemon Shedinja. So break out of your shell, prepare for exciting tasks next month. Let's get out and go. Now, I think that covers all the news. We've got the egg hatching in 21 minutes. I'm going to do a little bit of wandering around, see what else I can pick up along the way. But I'm going to try to meet up for that raid battle. I think the gym was taken over. So I think there's going to be people down there trying to get this Giratina. I don't want to miss out. Let's get moving. The egg has just hatched up and Giratina is here. Apparently there's a group showing up in about 10 minutes time. So I have fortunately taken down the gym, and myself and some more local instincts are going to hold that down, getting the nice bonus of Premier Balls. So we're going to wait about 10 minutes, then we're jumping on in to take on our first Giratina. So yes indeed, we got us a group of Pokemon trainers. Look at that, 15 in here already. Got a lot of, how many Super Saiyans we got in here? I always take a look at how many friend bonuses we got. Just the 2 that I see, but I believe we are, I think we're both the Ultra Friend level, so we're each going to gain that Ultra bonus. Of course, if you have any best friends with one another in here, they're going to gain even more of a bonus. So 15 people, and the CP was only, what was it, 45? I forgot to check. It's nowhere near Mewtwo. With now 16 people, we're going to get this. I've chosen my Kyogre, who does have Blizzard for the charged move, Reptar, who's a Bite and Cruncher, Latios with the Dragon Pulse and, oh sorry, Dragon Breath and, yeah, Dragon Pulse I think, a Lolo with, which is not very good, Bullet Seed, but he also has Dragon Pulse, Scales, our Salamence, with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor, I think, Dive Bomb. I believe we have a Crunch and Outrage combo for Dive Bomb, so we got a lot of good super effectivity. Some folks are sitting in the cars over there, where it's nice and warm, although it's not too cold out today, so that's not too bad. And I think I'm in focus now. I think I was unfocused momentarily. Alright, let us prepare in 10 seconds. Will we catch our first Giratina from our first raid battle? I don't know, but time will tell. 1 second, and we begin. Let's see what we can do against the Renegade Pokemon. Let's see all the, oh, it's only 34. That's nothing to worry about. Yeah, we got this. So I see Shadow Claw. That's a pretty good fast move. It hits hard. It is pretty fast. When you're using it yourself, it does have good, what'd you call it, cooldown time, I guess? You can dodge really quickly. What was that I just used? Couldn't even see. It didn't hurt us that much, though, which is nice. Could we pull through with only losing one Pokemon, maybe? Yeah, our Waterfall's not doing a lot to it, but you know that's to be expected. It is a Dragon type, Dragon and Ghost. So if you want to counter this thing, Ice types, Dark type, Ghost type. What else? Fairy type would be good as well. But for resistances, Dark type would be the best. Now, that's not it using Crunch, is it? Okay. Let's switch it out. Let's save our revives. Reptar, get in there. Take these Shadow Claws, buddy. What is that move? I can't even tell. Oh, Dragon Claw. It says right on the screen. What am I thinking? Okay, that hurts a little bit. Good thing we didn't bring our dragons in just yet. We're going to bring in a dragon now, though. Latios comes in. We have a shiny Metagross on our side. And the Giratina falls. Alright, as per usual, can I catch it with one hand, the other hand holding up the phone? I don't know, but let's see what we get for the rewards, first of all. We've leveled up with Zodiac Giggles. Always getting those, like getting those friend bonuses. Got some gold. Oh, we got a charged TM. 6 revives. Now, we're getting some extra bonus Stardust, which I'm not sure why, but we did complete a task as well when the level 3 or higher raid. Alright, let's see this Giratina. How big is it? It's kind of small. 1905er. So for our first encounter, golden raspberries are the way to go. What's that circle looking like, big guy? I got to throw a lot harder, a lot farther than that. Okay. I'm going to need to set the phone somewhere, I think. Yeah, hang on a sec. Just going to set it over right here. Let's keep Giratina on screen, make it look decent. Spin around quick. Alright, let's do this. Make sure I'm still in the shot. Alright, we still have 8 left to work with. There we go. Two-handed is the way to go. Come on, can we snag it? We do have the bonuses for both Ghost and Dragon. We get the +3 catch bonus for our medals. Come on, Giratina, can we get you? I didn't mention this yet, but Android phones are getting AR Plus mode for Pokemon GO with the new AR Core update. Almost had it. And sadly, my phone is just outdated enough to not be able to get that. So we do not get to see close-up photo shots of such legendary raid bosses as Giratina here. Someday I do got to upgrade the phone, though. Maybe I'll be able to get one that can run the AR Plus. That would be really sweet to get some cool shots of things like this. Because if it comes down to the fact that we can't catch this thing, a nice photo gallery would be at least a nice parting gift. Come on, wait for that. No, wait for a smaller circle than that. I'm not doing that trick where you can like set the circle size. I kind of like letting it go as it is. Because sometimes, just the right moment does allow for the catch. I have to wait for some foot traffic to go by there. Hello, guys. I'm trying to catch this thing. I had a...
None of them catch it.
What's that?
They refused to wait 5 minutes.
Oh, they didn't wait?
They didn't want to.
Well, I know someone else had jumped in one of the cars there, too.
Because I had said, I'm almost there, and they're like, no, we're jumping in this time.
Oh, really? That's the hard part when too many people are trying to get together for something. Some people just do not wait for everyone to show up. Hopefully some more people are here for a second go at it, though. I mean, looks like I'm not going to catch it either. I'm down to 2 Premier Balls left.
There's one there in half an hour.
Okay.
For the terminals.
I've got one last shot after this. Come on. I've got those medal bonuses. Come on, Giratina, don't do this. I mean, I've been doing pretty good for the past little bit. My first encounter with legendaries have been catches, so I can't be too upset if I don't get this one, I suppose. There'll be more. It's here until November 23rd, so I'll get one eventually. But I would kind of like to make the last ball a catch on this. Great curveball throw, Golden Raz. What do you think? Nope. Our first Giratina walks away on us. Well, our first Giratina attempt was unsuccessful, and unfortunately, shortly after that raid was done, my battery pack ran out of power, and I had to kind of cut things short for the day. I know I still had some power in the phone, but I find with the colder weather, getting into the deep part of the fall season, my phone really doesn't like to work that well in the cold. It'll start lagging out really bad if it's not plugged into the battery pack. So I thought, save myself the wasted pass, basically, of having a failed attempt to capture Giratina a second time. I'm going to wait and do that again tomorrow. Let's see if we get a shiny here, maybe? No, we don't. But, I'll use a Golden Raz, why not? I want to burn through some of these items. Now, you might be seeing the phone's a little bit laggy as it is right now. So, plan is right now, go back to the house and recharge everything once again. And now that our special research for Spiritomb has allowed, or rather unlocked access to the second Pokestop across the street from my house, I'm thinking I want to try something I've been wanting to do for quite a while, but I needed to wait for the right time. I think I'm going to do a double lure and incense session down at that gym and the 2 lures next to it. As soon as I'm charged up, see what kind of things I can conjure up. Maybe some good local Pokemon will find their way over to me. And basically what I want to do is build up more Stardust, because I would like to power up Pokemon. I'm at 66,000 Stardust. Generally, I wait till I hit 100,000 and then power up some of my newer species and stuff like that. So, for the time being, we're going to go back and recharge, but I'll come back shortly and we'll try that double lure and incense session, see what we can find. I'd say it's about time to start luring up these stops over here and use the incense and see what can we find from the area. Now, from what I understand, I never knew this really before, but I guess lures and incense are supposed to bring in things that are in the local area. And I don't know if there's anything here I really need to get or want to get, but I am going to use one of my 5-star pieces, leaving us with 4, to try to get some more Stardust for powering up. We do have 5 right there. So, let's grab... I'll come back and get that Stunky in a moment. I'm going to spin this one up. I'm going to drop a lure as we head over to the other stop. Whoops, why did I close out? Boom, right here. Drop one of our 8 lures. And see if anything spawns immediately. I'm going to grab it because lure Pokemon seem to despawn quicker. For example, let's grab this Ghastly. And just for the sake of using up some more items, although I've been having some issues lately, keeping the Peanut Berries stocked up, I'm going to burn through some of them. Generally, if I go down to about 70, I stop using them on everything I see. But that gives us a few to work with. So we get some extra candy, maybe getting some more Duskull and Shuppet candy for evolution for another research task that I picked up. For getting another rare candy for evolving 3. That Ghastly has room for improvement, room for transfer. But anyways, we're going to drop this other lure right up here at the, what's it called again? The Kids Play Park, the UCT Kids Play Park. I wonder what UCT stands for. Let me see if it says anything up here. Well, first of all, let's drop that lure. Let's now use our incense as well. Doesn't say what UCT stands for. We're going to go ahead and use a star piece. Where he is at, right there. Alright, we have spawned up Drifloon and a Duskull. So we're going to continue doing some catching, and I'll come back momentarily if anything amazing happens. If not, we'll recap after we're all done. This thing is ridiculous. absolutely, utterly despise the way they make lure and incense spawn Pokemon so much harder to catch. You know, we're spending actual coins, which can relate to actual money in this game, to use these items. Why are you... It's essentially robbing our money. It's stealing money from us, basically, is what it's doing. Because look at all the items I have wasted on this thing. And I'm the kind of person, once you invest a certain amount of items into something, it is yours. You are entitled to it. This Electabuzz should have been caught 17 Pokeballs ago. It is sickening. Look at this. Look. I'm showing you this whole thing just to show you the frustration and annoyance that these lures and incense cause. There's no need for it. Still has not been caught yet. Can you believe this? I know I could be using a better Pokeball, better berries, but I shouldn't have to do that. A great curveball. That should be the catch. Ridiculous. It has broken out again. I am not a fan of this. Niantic, if you could actually fix this problem with your game, that would be amazing. That would be a good step forward to showing that you care about the players. Boy, I've caught it. Now, for all that fighting, this thing must have 100% stats. Oops, it's gone. Let's move on. Okay, but with all that frustration, I guess, does come a little bit of a bonus. We do get ourselves a shiny Houndour, which actually was not even spawned from any of the incense or lures. It just happens to be in a spawn location just over the way. I'll take it. I was just saying, like, you know, if shiny show up, I'll take them. If not, no big deal. But does that kind of make up for it? It's up to you to decide that. Me, I'm thinking maybe. All right, room for improvement. Nah, it's a pretty garbage shiny. Still favorite it, but that doesn't really make up for the frustration. But wait, another shiny Houndour right here. Oh, moving onward. The lures and the incense have just burned out, and the only two things amazing really were the Electabuzz as well as the shiny Houndour that we picked up. Let's go recent catches. So yeah, let's take another look at this little girl here. So room for improvement. Attack is basic, and that's the best stat. I don't want to sound like I'm ragging on a shiny, because like I say, I'm not really that concerned with getting shinies these days. So if I do eventually get one, I kind of want it to be a little bit more above average. But I mean, okay, it's a shiny. Now I'm going to hang on to her for the time being. I do like to wait and get two, or I shouldn't say two, one copy of a shiny for each evolutionary stage for that Pokemon. So in the Houndour's case, I want to get a second one before choosing which one I will evolve up. I did just evolve this one, a regular Houndour, to Houndoom, just to use up some of those extra candies I've been picking up. Gain a little, well, the experience points don't really matter to me because I'm at level 40, but I do like to evolve Pokemon and see what other attacks could the Houndoom that I'm using, Baskerville, know instead of what he currently has. But I think he's got better moves than that as it is. So that is going to be it for this part of the session. It does say it's raining in-game. It is not currently, but usually it's pretty accurate to let you know what kind of weather will be coming up. So I think I'm going to hang low in the house for the evening, and tomorrow try once again to get a Giratina raid accomplished with a capture and with the battery and the battery pack fully charged up so we don't run into another issue like that. Based on what I saw today, it seemed to like waiting until the afternoon before showing up. So I think I'm going to aim to hit the Uptown area once again in the afternoon, see just how many Giratina can we find, battle, and hopefully capture. So stay tuned for that momentarily. Good morning. It is now Sunday, the 28th of October, and we're off to a bit of an early start because right across the street at my gym we do have Giratina. It has followed me back to my neighborhood. It is chasing after me. I don't know if I'll have anybody out and about to take this on, but we'll see what we can do if we can manage to get a Giratina in the backyard practically. Now, this time I am prepared. I brought my tripod with me, so when it does come time for an eventual capture, I'm going to have both hands available, make sure we get the best throws that we can on Giratina. Now, this is the gym I always seem to get shiny Mawile from. Do you think we'll get a shiny Giratina? Probably not, because I'm quite certain they're not in the game just yet. But anyway, we'll hold out for the time being. I do have to wait almost 40 minutes until my bus takes me to the uptown area with a lot more gyms to choose from. So we'll see if we can hold the fort, possibly get this Giratina to start things off right today. If not, I'll meet up with you again when we hit the uptown area for more hopeful Giratina battles. Yes, unfortunately, nobody showed up for that particular raid in my part of the city. Nice thing about my area is it's somewhat quiet-ish, so you are almost guaranteed to get a good amount of coins throughout the day. Downside is if you have any really big raids going on, you don't always get the people showing up to take them on with you. So, I mean, it is what it is. At least we have Purgatore, our Spiritomb, holding that gym down for us. Let's see how you're doing there. Not, buddy. Come on. We are at an hour to finish. Okay, so that's about 6 coins. I am still waiting to see if little Helixia, oh, looks like she might be under attack. She could be bringing back a nice chunk of 50 coins. Let's see. It is in the area. Do we see the attacking? No, it's that yellow gym up ahead. But she'll probably be back at any time soon with 50 coins for us. So there are no Giratina raids at the moment. So my goal for right now, although I didn't really get anything accomplished raid-wise at the community center across the street, I did pick up some items, got some more gifts, got some more Pokeballs, more Pinat Berries. So for the time being, while keeping myself nice and charged up, I'm going to go around keeping the Stardust rolling in, see if I can do any of my tasks as well. Catch 5 water types, I got 4 of those, that's an easy one to get my stamp. I want to talk about that too. We didn't really talk that much about Shedinja, I just mentioned that it is coming. Where's the news update? But something that's interesting with Shedinja, as you might be aware, in the main series games, it has only 1 hit point, 1 HP, but it does have the ability Wonder Guard, which says it only takes damage from super effective attacks. How are they going to represent that in Pokemon GO as far as Shedinja is concerned? I thought they could have done a thing where Shedinja itself has a specific shield, like a Wonder Guard shield that has to be broken first, then the 1 hit point can come into play, but I don't know, we'll have to see what happens. The nice thing is, November 1st is Thursday, and Thursdays are my research breakthrough days, so on day 1, I'm going to be able to get a Shedinja. But you know, I'm going to be waiting on that day until after 5 p.m. to claim my first research task complete of the day, to get that research breakthrough and guarantee my Shedinja. So prepare for a day 1 Shedinja little clip, possibly on the channel. Should be able to do that for you. And I guess that's that for Shedinja for the time being. We'll see what it's all about. I'm going to do some battling, of course, too, once I get my first one. Alright, all that being said, let us now start hunting down some more research tasks, some more gifts, some more items, and some more candies and Stardust for some of our Pokemon. We're here at the site of another Giratina hatching up in about 5 minutes' time, the Fiddlehead Gym. Fortunately, Team Instinct already took care of this, and I'm going to see if I can hold it down for the next 5 minutes. Let's see if we can get a capture on Giratina this time. So we do indeed have a group to take on this Giratina. The tripod is set up. I should have both hands available for the capture. Hopefully it's going to happen. We're going to jump into the battle in just a moment. Alright, the Giratina goes down. Okay, let's do this. Can we get the catch this time? Leveling up, friendship levels increase, guys. 7 golden raspberries, couple of 9 revives, 3 hyper potions, 750 Stardust. Again, we're getting extra Stardust than usual, it seems. Usually get 500 for the raid. No, don't we usually get more than that for the raids? No, I didn't. Like the past several days, I've been getting extra Stardust, no star piece required. I don't know. Could be the Halloween event, yeah. I got a nice even 1900 for this one. Come on, man, let's do this. Oh, the first throw was a failure. I gotta throw harder. It attacks.
Go ahead right away.
Alright, not a very good throw, but we landed the first ball against it.
You didn't attack, just go ahead.
Alright. We still have 8 balls left to work with. Wait for that right circle size. Threw that way too high. But I mean, it could still do the trick, maybe. It won't, but it could have. Oh man, everyone's watching you, Giratina. Work with me. You're on YouTube, buddy. Not that you care. How was that not a great throw? Come on. The rain is starting to drizzle down on us here too, so I could blame rain on the screen for if I mess up any throws. Wait for it. Come on. Did you get him? No.
Nope.
Giratina evades one of us. There's the rain. I can feel that one. Come on, game. Stop doing this. See you later. Alright, this is getting pretty annoying. I don't mind if I can't catch it, but I would rather have all the balls actually connect. And if you're going to break out, Giratina, don't waste my time with the double shake. Just break out so we can speed through this. Are you serious? Done. And so, thus concludes our coverage of Giratina Raid Boss Day here on the channel. In the end, I am quite disappointed simply because the past couple of weeks, if you've been following the channel, or even on my Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, you might be aware that I've been having really not good luck in the game. And I was hoping eventually things were going to start picking up. Like I say before, usually I like to think of a balance in that if negative things happen, a positive thing's going to happen to balance things out for you. Vice versa, if something positive happens, negative thing's going to happen, whatever. I don't know what I've done recently that has been so amazing to cause for all this terrible luck I've been having in Pokemon GO. Not just in Pokemon GO, other Pokemon games in general. It's not the best time. Regardless, I do have Shedinja coming up on Thursday. I'll be getting that. Knowing my luck, the game's going to mess up and give me another Suicune on Thursday, but we'll see what happens. And Saturday, we've got the Gengar Day. You know what? Did we even talk about this in this video? We probably did, but let's recap it anyway. Gengar still in the spotlight in special raids. It's going to be sort of like the Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres days during the, was it the Pokemon GO Global Research Challenge, I think it was? Anyway, the thing we had during the summertime, getting our research tasks accomplished, did lead us to getting some special days for the legendary birds. Gengar is basically going to do the same thing on Saturday. For 3 hours, every single gym is going to have a Gengar on top of it, and you might get a shiny Gengar. They're also going to have exclusive moves for the event. So, that does finish things up for today's video. If you want to see me catch Giratina, feel free to follow me on either Twitter or Instagram. I've got links for those in the description, because I can guarantee you, after the farce of that last attempted encounter where the balls were going through that circle, Giratina is not being featured on YouTube, on my channel, any longer. If I do catch one, when I do catch one, I will record it, I will post it on Twitter and Instagram. Giratina, we've wasted enough time on you as it is. In fact, you know what? I'm going to be so casual with this Pokemon, I'm not spending any actual coins on it. I've got 8 premium raid passes. I am not using one of them. If I have a free pass for the day, there happens to be a Giratina, I'll do it. If I don't have a free pass, no, not worth it. I am totally fine if I don't get Giratina, to be honest. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to, first of all, let me know why. Second of all, let me know with a like down below. If you want to see some more episodes of Pokemon GO from my perspective, you can check out the link in the description to the full playlist. And you can also subscribe to the channel for some more regular Pokemon content from Professor Chaz, or join now as a member starting in November, pretty soon, We're having some special members-only perks coming up on the channel, and we'll talk more about that when I finally sit down and record a video to talk about all the perks and stuff that are coming up. And if you want to see any other content, like I said, Twitter, Instagram, or Discord, I have links for those in the description as well. You can go check me out there and follow me on either of those as you like. But that's going to wrap things up for today. We'll see if Giratina decides to work with us. Like, I almost want to go back for a second here and talk, like, what was I doing wrong with those throws? Did you see a problem with those throws? I didn't. I reviewed the footage. Things seemed like they should have been landing, but, like, see, if they had told us that Giratina's ghost typing allowed for Pokeballs to pass through its body, that would have been fine. I could have expected that. But since they didn't tell us that it was able to do that, it's kind of annoying to find out mid-battle. Anyways, let me know, how are your Giratina raids going? I know they are catchable. I've seen some people already have them. But just let me know how things are going for you. How many do you have? And what's your favorite moveset for them? Because, of course, movesets are an important thing. Hey, I just had great friends with somebody. I wasn't even paying attention. Of course, movesets are an important thing, of course. And what kind of stats are you looking at? What is your best Giratina so far? Mine is 0. But we'll be looking to change that. And stay tuned for Shedinja coming up on Thursday. I'll see. It might actually be Friday by the time I edit and upload, but at the end of this week we will have a Shedinja video, unless, like I say, the game decides to not give it to me. But that's up to the game to decide, frankly. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. So if you want to stay tuned to the channel for some more live streams and such, feel free to do so. Until then, Professor Chaz is signing off, saying thank you once again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.